Welcome back, everybody! Thank you for joining me for a 5th session of the White Dragon Hunt Chronicles, which technically should have a different name at this point because you guys are not hunting the White Dragon. In fact, you're working with the White Dragon. The White Dragon is the last surviving member of an ancient group which attempted to destroy a primordial named Isvandor, but they all failed and died thousands of years ago. Now you team up with the last remnant to do battle with this creature once more. Recap of our last session's notes. Abner and Dean confronted one another at last after almost a decade apart. Abner revealed the truth of Dean's treacherous brother, but the revenge-obsessed rogue was too distraught for the two to reconcile completely. The two bitterly parted ways once more, and the party, along with their new companion, a Minotaur cleric named Asteron, made their way to the Ilifu Vitur Mountains. Along their grueling journey across a frozen, desolate land, they acquired the legendary artifacts known as the Implements of Spring, and sought to complete what heroes from millennia ago failed to do. Welcome, adventurers. You have arrived here at the base of the Ilifu Vitur Mountains. They are permanently iced over all year long, even in the hottest of years. People thought that it was some sort of magical phenomenon, and they were entirely right. Isvandor is trapped inside in an elemental prison in a different plane, but even so, in his imprisonment, his elemental essence leaks out and affects the material plane. Let's bring you back to where you started. You stand at the Flamebrant ruins next to a destroyed fortress covered with snow. Countless armors, weapons, all tattered and broken from ages of misuse, are scattered about, and there's not a single alive thing in sight. Your journey has taken you a better part of 5 days, and you arrive here at nightfall. What do you do?
Wait, did all of us find the weapons, or did somebody not?
I didn't find mine yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go find your weapon.
we had like 3 or 4.
So basically, you acquired some artifacts from the days before, but you're not certain about their powers necessarily or the histories behind them. You can investigate yourself using your own magical or knowledge abilities, or you can consult the White Dragon beside you.
Well, Grelos, you might want to find your weapon since it looks like everybody else has one.
Yeah, I'm kind of noticing a pattern. I wander off to look up amongst the tattered armor and weapons to see if I can find anything.
Do a perception.
Hey, brother, just remember, I almost died to get this thing. So proceed with caution, you know.
Will do. 12.
Casually looking along the wreckage and the ruins, you notice that around here, around a destroyed wall, you see 2 stone pillars that connect together at a circular ring. Upon closer inspection, it looks like a circular arrangement of stones that just creates this window that looks toward the mountain. Each of these stones are inscribed with a set of dwarven runes that, unless you speak dwarf, you don't understand. It seems like some sort of portal. It looks inert.
Like a stone
That seems
window.
interesting. I don't think I'm going to go touch it. I inspect this body here, if that's an actual thing.
One of the bodies seemed to stand out more than usual. This body is clad in a very ornate-looking suit of leather armor that looks like interlocking dragon scales. Although the others all around you, their armor has become tattered and rotten over the years by the elements, this armor still looks pristine. In the dead body's hands, they're clutching something.
Oh, I'd like to inspect that.
As you're approaching, reaching your hand towards it, you feel a sense of warmth. Despite the diminishing sunlight, as soon as you touch it, everything that was holding the armor together, the bones inside, whatever was there, dissolves into dust, and the armor just falls apart. The armor is still there, but like whatever was keeping it in the shape of a human disappears.
Okay. I pick it up, I guess. Can I do an Arcana check to see what kind of properties it has?
Daniel,
20.
back up. 20. You're ugly, too close to the screen.
It looks like it's been carved to be somewhat more aerodynamic, so it may have been used during airborne combat.
Ooh.
That's all you can infer with your, frankly, very low check. Perhaps someone in your party can tell you more.
Even when it's digital, it's still bad. I'll just take it back with me and take note of this circle thing.
Go ahead. Anyone else who hasn't acted yet?
Can I go see where the frack Grelos went? Because
Okay.
What do you care?
I freaking care.
You are comrades in arms. Of course you care. Okay, what?
No one cares.
What are you doing, Daniel? Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
He's having
Just get
camera issues.
Daniel, just get a bag and put it over your face. That's all.
Yuriko goes to inspect and sees Grelos returning what appears to be a very ornate but functional set of leather armor.
Is this one of those spring things that we've been finding?
I think so. You said it's warm, right?
Yeah, it feels warm to the touch as if it was recently worn. As you approach with it, Skadi sees it and rushes over to your side.
Just
I imagine it was something like. Yeah.
Got the guy coming at you.
She stops right beside you, and once again you're reminded of how massive this beast is. She almost shakes the ground every time she walks. She suddenly looks very sad. She says, "That was Calypso's. So she is dead."
Oh.
You have Krill's armor.
I offer it to her. I'm like, would you like to keep it?
If you can touch it without being burned, then another implement of spring has found a new user. The dead have no need for such weapons.
I suppose so.
So you have leather armor. I have a sword.
I have a staff.
Yuriko has a staff.
I have a ring.
And you have a ring. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty.
I'll trade you.
Our powers combined.
Can I do a check to see if these were like the only ones or if there's like more?
History?
24.
The implements of spring, there were a set of 5, not just 4. This is Scotty telling you, trying to fill in the gap because she knew them personally. So what you first acquired was Kalistar's staff, this item.
Whoa.
It's a very ornate-looking staff that belonged to the Archmage Kalistar. He was the one who started the Flamebrand edition as an attempt to banish Isvander away. Isvander held the world in an everlasting winter, and he would not stand by anymore. This was the first weapon. This one chose Yuriko.
Cool.
Next, you, Abner, you found Angharad's broadsword.
Ooh, a broadsword.
Yeah. Nice.
Angharad was the most decorated soldier of the Flamebrand army. She was a master sword fighter. It has now chosen you. Use it well, Abner.
Thank you.
Asteron, you have acquired Obadiah's ring. Obadiah was the warlord that controlled the ground forces, and he was a close friend to Kalistar. This ring belonged to his daughter, who died during Isvander's reign of terror, and he joined his friend afterwards to destroy the primordial and save the world from the eternal winter. It is now yours to keep.
Sounds good.
And you, Grelos. Very fitting that a Dragonborn would acquire Dragon Rider armor. This belonged to my Dragon Rider. She was a great fighter, a great companion, and she gave me a second chance to redeem myself after the life that I had led. I am forever indebted to her, and that's why I will finish this mission, even with my last breath.
Thank you.
Those are the implements of spring that you acquired. When you hold them together, you feel like as if they're working off each other's magic. You gained a bonus to your initiative equal to the number of unique items in the set right now. So you have a +4 to your initiative as long as you are within 20 squares of each other. Also, you gain an additional number of those hit points when you use a healing surge. Basically, these items work best when they are together. And that's why we failed in our first attempt. Too many of us fell, and the implements could not find new users. But it fills me with hope that more worthy heroes have been chosen. Maybe perhaps this time we can put this to rest.
Agreed.
Alright. It's gonna be sad putting Bahamut Scimitar away, but I sheathe the Bahamut Scimitar and then I start playing around with the broadsword. Like, has a nice feel to it.
Anghard was very particular about her swords. She would not accept any piece of metal. We should rest for the night. It's getting dark. You'll need your strength to enter the mountain.
Fair enough. Let's sleep. I guess outside?
You can easily make a fire in any of the pits that are available.
Okay.
There's a fire pit to the northwest over here.
Can I point out the weird circle thing, the weird inscription? I pointed out to the dragon.
All right.
That thing over there, I don't know what that is.
That's the portal to Svander's prison. We have to find a way to open it, she says. Did you find anything on the body?
What was it? It was holding something, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember what was it?
Yeah, so you inherently have it because you took the armor with it. The leather gauntlet is gripping what appears to be a piece of a stone. Upon inspection, it looks like it's two faces of a cube-like object.
Oh, okay.
Did we have to find the rest of it around here?
I doubt Isvander would want us to be able to open the portal to stop him on his own grounds. So they must have hidden the pieces in the mountain.
Perhaps Azula can find them. We have one piece. We'll probably track where the other pieces are.
All right, I ho, here we go.
Hmm.
How'd you get in here? Oh, wait, never mind.
There's a hole in the ceiling.
Dragon, do you have something to tell me?
There's a giant hole in the ceiling. She literally just like flies over it and drops down on it.
Scary.
Party acquired the 4th implement of spring. And do you decide to rest for the night?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.